What's good, everybody? It's the Zinnie Show here, and today was the Xbox Game Showcase. And whenever one of these things happen, whatever company it may be for, I always react to them and I give you guys what I think will be the best game out of them, and just overall which games were announced. And spoiler alert: the best announcement was that the new Bring Me the Horizon album, Post-Human Next Gen, comes out on September 16th. Otherwise, there weren't really any games besides Payday 3. So they kicked off the showcase with probably the strongest title, Fable 4, which comes out eventually. The date wasn't actually announced, nor was there a time frame, which probably disappoints a lot of you, but there's an even bigger disappointment. It's going to suck ass considering it's literally being made on the Forza engine, and Xbox exclusives haven't been good for like 20 years now. Since like Perfect Dark era, guys. Come on. Ubisoft announced a new game called Star Wars Outlaws, and people kept saying that the game was woke in the comments because it had a female protagonist. The game is not going to suck for that reason. It's going to suck because it's being made by Ubisoft, and they haven't put out a good game since Rayman Legends, which was 10 years ago. They announced a couple of weird exclusive games like South of Midnight, Towerborn, and Path of the Goddess. A remake of Persona 3, which actually looks really good. I'm genuinely excited to play this because I love the Persona games. And one of the bigger announcements from this showcase was that Payday 3 is coming out in September. And I'm really excited for that too because the game actually looks great and it's about time we got a new Payday game. They announced a free DLC for Sea of Thieves, which I think is a great move because DLC shouldn't be blocked behind a paywall most of the time. They also announced a collaboration with Dune for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Like, I mean, the movie. I can't think of a single person that would ever want to play this. And they also announced a new Microsoft Flight Simulator, which looks okay for the 3 people who are fans of that franchise. They announced Hellblade 2, which is a franchise I've never heard of. A release date for Forza Motorsport 8, which is actually looking fantastic, by the way. New Fallout 76 DLC, which I'm sure the 3 people who still play that game are very excited about. They also announced a new Elder Scrolls Online DLC, which I'm sure the 7 people who still play that game are also very excited about for that as well. I just fumbled my speech, ignore that. Don't Nod Entertainment, the people who made the Life is Strange series, holy fuck, announced a new title, which looks okay, honestly. I don't think many people are going to play this because Xbox fans are stupid and they don't appreciate good games. Gamers as a whole don't appreciate good games, not just Xbox. The developers of Persona 3, 4, and 5 announced a new game called Metaphor ReFantasio, okay, which looks like SMT but somehow weirder. Not sure how they accomplished that, but I'm honestly looking forward to it. Colossal Order announced City Skylines 2, which I hope and pray to Shadow Jesus doesn't have all of its content locked behind a paywall, which costs $300 to unlock. But it's a Paradox game. It will. They showed off they showed off the new Cyberpunk 2077 DLC, Phantom Liberty, which is coming out in September. It amazes me they did not delay that. And they announced Persona 5 4. Yes, really. Instead of making a new video game, they also announced Yakuza 8 with a really good trailer. I really like the humor of these games, and I'm sure this one won't be a disappointment. The best announcement, though, the one that had me dying laughing, was that Blizzard uncanceled the story mode for Overwatch 2. They received so much backlash that they pulled a dream and completely 180'd their decision months later. This was like the main selling point of Overwatch 2, and for some reason they canceled it. My video on this topic aged like fine wine. Hopefully, Blizzard doesn't disappoint, but it's Blizzard. They probably will. And really, that's about it from the showcase. They announced a bunch of really big games, 3 out of 10.
Legalize nuclear bombs. Nuke Radio. We make your eardrums bleed.
Yo, Pierre, you wanna come out here?
This is the best dick you ever got, isn't it?